Well, let's try to look at computer output devices. We have been passing through the input and devices. We have looked at two softwares. All those we have covered them uh, in our previous tutorials as you have been following. But right now, let's look at computer output devices. What are those output devices? Briefly, what are output devices? When we are talking about computers, computer devices that output information from the system are what we call output device, as the English term is pronounced output. Anything that helps you to get what you have input or that you have entered into your computer system, we term that as output device. For instance, if I type my name and I want to pin it on the wall, I will use a printer to, after typing it, then I print it out. So a printer is one of the output devices. We have a monitor. A monitor helps you to see, or the screen. It helps you to see uh, what you have done. When I'm entering any information, what I'm entering, it's not on a black screen. It is on a clear screen that is displayed using a monitor. So a monitor is one of other output, one of the output devices. Then we have photocopiers. For instance, photocopiers, I may want to make 1,000 copies from one original copy. So in here, it's also another device that can multiply. So it keeps showing you more. So here we are looking at visibility. What are those devices that help us to see or to view what we have done? So a photocopier will help you to multiply more of what you have been doing. We may continue to look at other output devices. For instance, projectors. On very many occasions, you've seen projectors very useful, mainly on big events. They will not really be visible, but when you see on big billboards, maybe in a trade fair or on an event, music event, you will see those screens in less developed countries will be like clothes showing maybe the artist is performing from the other side. Then when you are on your back side of the or even outside the stadium, you'll be able to see what is there inside. Those are big uh, clothes uh, pinned on the walls or on any leaflet. Those are projectors. Then we have magnifiers, mainly on satellites. Magnifiers, these are more little advanced because they can get a small item, any element, then they magnify it so that you can see it, maybe using the screen or using the magnifier itself. Then we have speakers. The speaker can take out. Right now I'm recording using a microphone. A microphone is an input device. It inputs, it enters the voice. But for you to hear what I'm talking right now, you need either speakers, headsets. You need either a loudspeaker, or you need your phone to have a working speaker. Your phone right now is using a working speaker to hear me. But for me, while I was recording this, I used a microphone. Now, bar reader codes also are some of other items that can output. Bar reader codes are two-way traffic. They can input, they read and input into the system. But still, reading alone is also a method of collecting it from one side. For instance, if you're in a supermarket and you have bought three types of bread, one is big, 1 kilogram, another one is a quarter, another one is maybe without sugar. They have codes. It first gets it, that is, it outputs from where that information was, then it inputs, it shows on the other side. Still, we can look at ATM machines. Okay, before you go, even barcode readers, look at a security checkup. You have keys. The keys are metallic. It's the barcode reader that will check your pockets. Then it outputs that information to alert. We can continue. We have ATM machines in withdrawing of money. In a withdrawal of money, ATMs, they collect. For you, you may think that you are entering data, right? You might enter using the ATM, but it's also giving out you information on one way or another. So briefly, those are some of the output devices that we cannot underestimate while trying to explain more in information technology. Then let's go on to some other stuff. Let's look at uh, briefly onto another item. Let's now look at the storage devices. What are storage devices? These are devices that store data. For example, if you type a particular letter or if you type any document, you have to link that document to a certain uh, cause, to anybody. You typing it for a reason. It might be a piece of examination that you are, or it could be a confidential. But after typing it using your computer, you have to store it somewhere. So when we are talking about storage devices, this refers to all devices that can store data. Devices that can store data, these are what we call storage devices. You have recorded your song, you have typed your good information, but you want to keep it for future reference. You need to know what are storage devices, or what are these devices that can store data. What are examples of those? One, we might have flash disks. Is good at storing data. Flash disks. We have compact disks. We have digital versatile discs, which are DVDs. The difference between a compact disc and a DVD comes in size. We shall explore more of this when you have gone into looking at size. We shall explore more when you have gone into looking at the size of the the devices. Compact discs are less in size compared to digital versatile discs. The compact disc may range at around 700 MBs, but digital versatile goes up to 4 point something, whether 7 GB. So DVDs are more bulkier than compact discs. Then we have memory cards, we have servers, then we have floppy disks. Well, according to the institutional needs, for instance, look at banks, look at universities, look at point of sale systems like supermarket, shopping malls. When you talk about the organization that conduct population censuses, those ones, they need a lot of space. Like banks, like the national information systems, they need servers. For them, they cannot use flash disks. Flash disks are for we who have little things to transfer. They don't need to use DVDs. They don't need to use memory cards. They need servers. Servers are really very, very big. So, briefly, those are some of the storage devices we can cover for now. Briefly, we can end there. Thank you.